Don't catch coronavirus. Please keep 6 feet away. Until we're vaccinated, apart we'll have to stay. Oh, 2020 virus, a mask keeps it at bay. Till Pfizer and Moderna swoop in and save the day. And now let's make some latkes. Go get your slotted spoon. We'll light our bright menorahs on FaceTime or on Zoom.
Wait, we didn't think of an intro.
No, the song was the intro, right?
Welcome to... Yeah, but then you should also say something. Like,
Welcome to the Latke Zoom.
Welcome
to
to
the
Latke
Zoom.
Zoom.
Today we're going to make some very special recipe latkes from the best latke maker on the planet. Happy Hanukkah, Mom.
Happy Hanukkah, Mom.
Happy Hanukkah, Mom.
So
Okay.
I'm going to start us off because Rourke doesn't really want me cooking latkes in our kitchen because our house smells. I'm also substituting our russet potatoes for petite reds because that's what we have in the house. And one of the best things about Hanukkah was using what you have to make the best of the situation. So leftover Thanksgiving potatoes are now latke potatoes.
Latke potatoes.
Are they... Wait, I have an important question, though.
Yeah.
Are they latkes that you bought for one night, then lasted... Or potatoes. Damn it, I messed up the joke. Are they potatoes that you bought for one night that then lasted for 8?
In fact, they did, because what you don't see on camera is I have 2 other bags.
I got one potato peeled.
Seems.
I think I win. I beat you guys. I got one done.
No, I already got one.
Oh, no, Rachel beat me.
I was washing mine. So,
Okay, that's two
one of
down.
my
Right.
favorite memories of Hanukkah is helping Mom get ready for the Hanukkah party when we were little kids. When there was like, we had a house full of like 100 people. Well, it wasn't 100 people, but when you're little, it feels like 100 people.
Yeah.
And not getting to touch anything or eat anything until the party. And then we sat all the way in the sunroom, and so we were unsupervised of how many latkes we consumed.
Yes. And it was always
That's
a
very
disappointment
important.
that I couldn't just eat the latkes. I had to also eat the other food, which was good, but that's not what I wanted.
Right.
This
Well,
potato
because-
is fighting back hardcore.
Well, I mean, the thing was, it's like we had brisket on other holidays, and we had broccoli on other holidays, but we only ever got latkes on Hanukkah.
All right, Sarah, so what are we doing? We're peeling the potatoes, and then what do we do?
We're peeling potatoes, and then we're going to cut our onion up into small pieces that will fit in our food processor.
Oh, y'all fancy.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have a food processor? You have to shred it by
Sure
hand?
not.
Oh, I had to shred. We did a Hanukkah party at BU in college, where everybody had to shred their own potato and shred their own onion.
You need it back.
And everybody was so grumpy with me by the time food was ready.
Well, don't worry, Rachel. Even though you have to do it by hand, your latkes will still be great.
Thank you.
Come on. Come on.
That was-
Sarah, no reaction.
No. Now, I'm going to start grating my potatoes because that's the next step. And it's going to take me a lot longer, but mine will just be a little greater.
Oh!
You're welcome.
Nicely done. I'm gonna feed them into the food processor, potatoes first, and then I think followed by onion.
Sounds good.
Prepare, this could be loud.
That's not so bad.
So, one of my favorite memories about Hanukkah, aside from the latkes, because the latkes are always important, I just always loved being at the dining room table. We would light the menorahs, And then we'd go sit in the living room, and no matter how many times Mom would ask us, do you want 8 little presents or 1 big present? We would always say, I want 8 little presents. But knowing Mom, it was not really 8 little presents. They were kind of like 8 big presents.
Yeah.
We were very lucky that we had such generous parents.
Yeah, but that was always I mean, when you're a little kid, that's a highlight. Is like, you get to open a present for 8 nights, and it just felt so magical with the candles, and then you would get a present, and there was the whole thing.
And then hoping for a snow day the next day, so that you could stay home and play with said presents.
Yes.
I did like when Hanukkah paired up with Christmas, so we got to do candles at Graham's and Papa Jack's house.
Yeah, I remember doing that. That was always really nice. I have 2 potatoes grated.
That's great.
Okay, I think that should be enough potato. I'm gonna start shredding
so
things.
Long, guys.
You're gonna start cutting?
That's not what I wanted. Okay, here I go. It's gonna be loud.
I got my shreds in the bowl here.
This is the part where you learn how to not cry when you're grating onions. And the answer is, I just wear contacts.
The great thing about cooking shows is what I learned from my baking shows. You just put everything off camera and deal with it later.
Who needs to clean? So
What's next?
we need the salt and the pepper and the matzo meal.
An egg as well.
Oh, crap. Forgot that part. Okay. Salt, pepper, egg, matzo meal.
Yay!
1, 2 tablespoons. That should be enough. Time for zooming camera.
Should we start heating up our oil?
Yes. I remember when we started going to Aunt Melissa's house for Hanukkah and the Hanukkah party, we would be invited over the day before to help decorate. And
Yes.
Aunt Melissa always had the most extra decorations, just so many. And she would encourage us to use every single thing in the bin. So we would go hog wild, decorating all over her house. Every spot we could find would get a Hanukkah decoration.
Yep.
And it was always really fun because I liked decorating at home, but because we wouldn't have to take them down, we only had to put them up. So that was pretty fun. We could just go absolutely nuts on the decorations at Aunt Melissa's house. I also remember at our house, the decorations we would have new window clings every year. Lots of different kinds of window clings. And we would put up the Hanukkah ones for Hanukkah. And then we would also have a variety of winter ones, which then we could leave up all the way through New Year's. And that was always really fun too. Our house was always just as festive as all the Christmas houses on the block.
Yep.
Because we would have our beautiful festive winter and Hanukkah decorations, which was really fun.
I liked our window stickies, the color forms.
Yeah.
Mine's starting to bubble.
My oil's starting to get. Mine's starting to bubble a little bit.
Oh yeah?
But the smelly can mince.
one. My latkes are frying.
What was your favorite Hanukkah song? What was your favorite Hanukkah song growing up?
Favorite Hanukkah song?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I remember one year, I don't remember the lyrics anymore, but one year Mom wrote a parody of the 12 Days of Christmas, but it was the 8 Nights of Hanukkah. On the first night of Hanukkah, my au pair gave to me. And I don't remember what all the gifts were, but I do remember that she came up with all 8 gifts that the au pair gave to me on Hanukkah. And it was super cute.
I remember. I don't remember the lyrics either, but it was super cute.
That's incredible. I always just like singing with the candles.
Yeah.
That was always a highlight for me.
Yeah. I think this is the first time I've ever made latkes in this house.
Really?
Same.
Because the last 2 years, Hanukkah was close enough to Christmas that either I was already in Alabama or we made latkes at Christmas time. So last year we did not cook latkes in this house. So this is the first year.
This is the first time I'm making latkes in this house and on this property. Because I just did it, and Rourke's going to be mad later. And next year I'll have to do it out on the grill with a cast iron pan. Cast iron. So it can go on the grill.
This is the first time I'm making latkes in this house because it's a new house. So I'm breaking
new
it
house.
in. Yeah, I have to break it in with the latke smell. I wonder which cabinet is going to have the strongest smell.
So I have both sour cream and applesauce, but I only like sour cream. So I'm plating it with just sour cream.
So I have to tell you guys something. When I was little, I thought sour cream was called Sarah cream because it sounded the same to me as a little kid, and Sarah really liked it on her latkes, so I assumed it was just called Sarah cream.
Same. I also thought that it was Sarah cream. All right, we're ready for
Okay.
tasting. We're going to use our hands.
All right.
First bite.
Okay, we're tasting.
Okay. We have sour cream and we have applesauce. I like both. So, applesauce.
Actually, mine could probably use a little salt, but
They're good.
This recipe is the best latke recipe. Everyone says so. Everyone who's ever tried it feels that these latkes come from the best recipe, and that's because not only was the recipe created with love, but it comes from the best latke maker in the whole world.
yes, the best latke maker in the whole world. It's the best recipe. Right, Sam? Thanks, Mom.
Thank you.
Happy Hanukkah, Mom. Love you.
Love you. Happy Hanukkah, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
Happy
Happy Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah from the Latke Zoom.